Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Mrs. Thompson. I'm Karen Thompson, a former hospital food service director, dietitian, retired family consumer science teacher, and cook. Join us as we travel the world, sampling the cuisines of all the nations. Today, we are headed toward the UK, kind of. We're going to make scones. You guys, I posted, if you follow me on Facebook, you know that the flour fairy came and left a package at my front door. So I got a lot of flour to use up, like 20 pounds. Scones. Now, I'm not going to say that this particular recipe is a true English recipe because we're adding some things to it that I honestly don't know if they use or not, but we can pretend it's scones. So super fast, super easy, super delicious. Let's get started. I have in my mixing bowl 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of baking powder, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Give this a little mix, kind of stir it all up. And to this, we are going to add 8 ounces, 1 stick of grated butter. I grated it frozen. It tended to grate a little bit better that way till you get to the very last part. Then I had to chop it up. I've got it in the refrigerator. Let me grab it. If you don't have a grater or you don't feel like grating the butter, just cut it up in really, really small pieces. So we're going to add this to our mixture. I want to get all that deliciousness out of there. And then using my hands, I'm going to incorporate it all in. I'm looking for kind of sandy pea-sized texture. So I just want to make sure that all that butter is, well combined with the flour. That's why I like grating it. It just goes a little faster than if you were using, finely cut up butter. The first time I made this recipe, they used 1.5 sticks of butter, and I found that the scones kind of spread too much and were a little bit greasy, so I have reduced the butter quite a bit. Now let's mix up our wet ingredients. I have 3/4 of a cup of half and half. To this, I'm going to add 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I did not measure with my heart. I used a measuring spoon. I don't want my ratios mixed up. So I'm just going to mix this with that egg all incorporated in. It looks mixed. And I'm going to pour it into my flour mixture and stir to combine. Going to get my hands in there to finish it. My dough is mixed. The very last thing I'm going to add in and just kind of not beat in, but mix in with my hand. I've got a cup of white chocolate chips and about 3/4 of a cup of dried cranberries. This is the part I don't know if it's real English. And I'm just going to try to mix these all in. I'm trying real hard. I don't want to overmix the dough. I just want every bite to have cranberry and chocolate. Okay, that looks good. What do you think? All right, I'm going to turn this onto a parchment-lined baking sheet and pat it into about a 10-inch round or roundish. We're looking for about 1 to 1.5 inches, 1 to 1.5 inches thick. I think we have it. I need to wash my hands. I'm going to take a bench scraper and I'm going to cut this into 8 pieces. I cut it and then I took a knife, slid under it, and just sort of spread them out a little bit. Most people that I've seen make scones, they do separate, but I've also seen some that leave it together. I've never done that, so I went ahead and separated. I'm going to sprinkle about a teaspoon of sugar on the tops. Not a teaspoon each, but a teaspoon total. And I'm going to pop these into a 350-degree oven, and we'll be done. These baked for about 25 minutes. My oven cooks a little bit slow, so you can adjust accordingly. Usually between 22 to 25 minutes. But don't these look amazing? All right, so now we're going to pour glaze on them. My glaze is nothing more than powdered sugar and milk. It's about 4 tablespoons powdered sugar to a tablespoon of milk. You want it to be about that consistency. So I'm just going to lightly glaze the top of these things. There you have it. White chocolate cranberry scones. We need to let the glaze set before we taste it, but they're done. Let's taste. I'm going to go for this smaller one. Oh my goodness. These things are amazing. And you know what? I just happen to have a cup of coffee. Oh, you all really need to try this. They're light, they're fluffy. You know, it is definitely a dessert scone, but they are, oh, so good. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like, share, follow, Cooking with Mrs. Thompson, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.